Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to Press Start. What am I doing here? Start game with no cheats enabled?
Yep. Okay, this is a Saturn we're using, and this is an action Saturn with an action replay 4M, so that's why it booted us to that screen before the actual title screen.
Yep, and this time we're looking at Saturn game by Sonic Team, but it's not Sonic.
No, it is not, and Saturn fans would never really quite get a real Sonic game on the Saturn. This is what they would have to suffice.
This is Night into Dreams, which I've heard of, but I don't know anything about. I've never seen any gameplay. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, so this is as you said, Nights into Dreams, and basically this is it's an on rails, like side-scrolling collectathon kind of thing. It's a really hard game to describe. I thought it was important to document and experience here. I'm not a huge fan of this game. I think it's interesting. I don't think it's Sonic Team's finest moment. We're skipping the intro there. And yeah, it's when people think of Saturn, this is one of the first games that comes to mind typically for a lot of people.
Yeah, the system doesn't tend to get a lot of love. I'm sure there's a reason for that.
I think my battery is dead, so it doesn't have any save on here.
That's fine.
So.
Oh, it's a touchy stick.
Real touchy. You gotta be careful there. So yeah, this came out in 1996. Worldwide. It didn't launch worldwide, but it came out staggered. July in Japan, August in North America, and October in Europe.
So what is this here?
So basically, yeah, there are branching alternate paths here. You can take as the girl's path and the boy's path, and they're different levels.
Okay. This controller, by the way, if you haven't seen the Saturn analog controller, it's basically just a pancake.
Yeah.
And you should go look it up because it's hilarious.
It's kind of like the Dreamcast controller, but not quite.
What?
Okay, so basically what you want to do is you want to go over there and activate Knights. I think you have to walk up to that. The controls are kind of rough in this part. So now you become Knights.
Okay.
And the objective is basically to fly around through rings and stuff and collect those things and do it before the timer runs out.
How do I change my path here?
You can't really.
How do I go through?
You go left or right.
Okay.
So it's a very different kind of game, I think.
There.
It's kind of love it or hate it, but I thought it was pretty interesting.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
This is a Yuji Naka joint, the seminal guy behind, in part behind Sonic, and he produced this one. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, when I think of Saturn, this comes to mind immediately. I think it's hard to separate the two in memory. It was eventually re-released on PS2 in Japan, exclusively in Japan. But an HD version of this came out, I think, in 2012. Yeah, 2012 for Xbox Live Arcade and PSN. So you have a chance to play it there if you don't own a Saturn or if you don't live in Japan with a PS2.
I have a feeling nobody in our audience lives in Japan.
Just in case you're a Japanese listener with a PS2 or viewer with a PS2.
What is happening?
So I honestly couldn't explain every mechanic in this game to you, but basically you want to collect stuff and not run out of time.
Oh. What?
What are your thoughts so far here?
I don't know what's happening. This honestly doesn't seem like... Okay, I got these already. This doesn't seem like much of a game.
Yeah, it's kind of not, in a sense. That's the worst part, is when you get knocked out of Knight's form and you have to run around as the human. And if you get hit, it's kind of over. If you get captured, it's over. You have to get back to Knight's form.
This is just bizarre.
You don't want to get awakened by that alarm clock.
I hate getting awakened by alarm clocks.
It is the worst.
There are so many buttons on this controller. Why do we need all these buttons, Cam?
I don't know. it is a lot of buttons. Of course, the Saturn has the 6-button controller. You're happy for it in well, I should say 6 face buttons. More than that if you count triggers and everything else. But you're happy for it in fighting games certainly, which Saturn was really known for. But yeah, these games it might be a little deceptively complicated using all the buttons. There was a Wii sequel to this, I think, that didn't receive
too much praise.
No, too much praise. Knight's Journey of Dreams, which was released in 2007. Yeah, and people either really, really like this game and they're in the minority, or they kind of don't like it, which is most people.
I'm guessing this game didn't do well when it was originally released.
Well, it did pretty well critically, and I mean as well as a Saturn game could do commercially, which is not super well. But all things considered, but it's an 88 on Game Rankings. It got some pretty good scores. IGN gave it an 8.7 out of 8. Edge gave it an 8 out of 10. Or I'm sorry, an 8.7 out of 10 from IGN. Game Informer gave it an 8.5.
I wonder who reviewed it.
Yeah.
Who was on staff back then? Sorry for that tangent.
No. I mean, that's Game Informer. We owe a lot to Game Informer to even be doing this, so no worries about giving them a plug there.
None of the buttons seem to do much.
Yeah, the game definitely has like a carefree kind of warm vibe to it that I think some people really latched on to.
I do like the atmosphere of the whole dream thing.
Yeah.
But I'm about to lose again.
It is kind of tough. Yeah.
I still don't understand my objective here.
You basically just want to make laps as quickly as possible.
I was doing laps though. What am I supposed to be doing? What am I doing wrong?
You just don't want to run out of time. You need to get time extensions.
Uh-oh, I got hit by the alarm clock.
So yeah, you need to collect the blue chips and deliver them to the cage holding the idea, which will overload and release the orbit holds.
Oh, that must be that thing.
And you don't want, obviously, you don't want that alarm clock to catch you.
He keeps getting me.
There are boss battles in this game that are a little bit different. They're a little more gamey, traditional gamey, but this is definitely the bulk of the experience.
Hmm. He moves so awkwardly.
Yeah, the children control like shit in this
What
game.
is that? Where am I going? What's this arrow pointing to?
You need to go follow the arrow.
It just like it'll just suddenly switch directions like that.
You need to get over. Yep. There. Usually that will take you back to the thing that lets you get into Knight's form, or switch to Knight's rather. So I don't know why it's being kind of.
What did that do? Did I beat it?
So yeah, Knight's as many games of the era can be. It doesn't do a great job of explaining its mechanics or what it expects of the player. This game was really pitched as the Saturn's answer to Mario 64 and Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, it was kind of Saturn's like big gun. And I don't think at the time, I don't think it really holds its weight in any way among those games.
It's definitely much more like Crash than it is Mario.
Well, even Crash is more of a traditional platformer, but this is just kind of bizarre.
Whoa, okay.
And yeah, I don't think this is really nearly as good as either.
What's this perspective change here?
It's definitely repetitive.
It's hard on the eyes. Okay, so if I go in there, it changes perspective. I do like the music.
Yeah, it's got a cool vibe, but
Yeah.
it's just unfortunate that the gameplay isn't really holding its weight there.
Mm-hmm. Probably get downvoted for that.
What? Not liking this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Knights fans are pretty loyal to it, but
It's.
they gotta wake up from their dream, so to speak.
Oh.
No, I do see the appeal of this game. I just think it is a little rough. And it certainly doesn't offer a huge variety of gameplay.
No. Okay, I think I beat the stage. No, I didn't beat the stage. I have this aura. What am I supposed to do with it?
I couldn't tell you what that means.
What is that? Just an
Just set dressing.
undulating thing?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Back into Knights. I thought I beat this level. I destroyed the brain.
What was that to check?
I paused. So that was my fault. I thought maybe I'd get some kind of objective marker or something.
Yeah, this is the game. You pretty much just fly.
Whoa, okay. I'm underwater now? I'm a mermaid?
A merman.
It's a man?
Merman, Dad.
What?
You haven't seen Zoolander, have you?
I have seen Zoolander.
Oh, okay.
Just once.
Alright. I think Knights is a guy.
Look it up.
I don't know. Is Knights a guy?
Just go on Wikipedia. It'll tell you the gender of the main character. Wikipedia knows all. All hail Wikipedia.
He's probably genderless, honestly. He's androgynous, according to this article.
Androgynous?
He was purposefully designed to be androgynous by Sonic Team.
So it.
Yeah.
It wasn't given an official gender?
Takashi Izuka commented, "Impressions of the character with regards to gender are totally up to the player."
I see.
But it's a guy.
If you want, Cam.
I want it to be a guy because my fanfic is be a little weird otherwise.
Okay. I was about to say I'm kind of getting into the swing of things, but I don't even really understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Do I have to get all the orbs from here? Okay,
I don't know
guess
what
so.
just happened.
Apparently the game doesn't like it. Doesn't like my,
Oh, this is a boss battle.
Okay.
He won.
It's kind of scary.
What is a nightmare?
Is it a nightmare?
I believe so. Wouldn't be surprised to see Rocket over here.
It does kind of look like that
Freaky
game,
circus.
doesn't it? What am I supposed to be doing to this thing?
I forget how you damage it.
You're not like a lot of help at all. Maybe I gotta bounce it up somewhere. Bounce it through here, maybe. Oh, and I'm timed. There we go. This is so bizarre. Oh, you can grab them and aim them.
Nice. Well done.
First night.
It was a long night. It was a long, dark night. We got through it.
What am I doing here? Oh, it's gonna fade. Splash Garden.
I really like the theme song of this game.
Is this the theme song?
That was a yeah, that was a version. This is another version.
Sonic Knuckles, Amy.
Dreams, I think it's called.
I see. If idea is revived. Okay, well I guess we're back at the menu now.
Did you hit something?
I pressed start, which, whatever. Anyway, I think that'll do it for our look at nights. Yeah. This is kind of more of a fever dream.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.